By the 1900s, Nelson was a sophisticated city with many fine hotels, a Hudson's Bay Company store, and an electric streetcar. This is the site of the old CPR shipbuilding yard in Nelson. Many steam tugs and transfer barges were built and serviced right here over 100 years ago. The easiest way to access a CPR barge wreck is to walk up the old CPR shipyard beachfront until you get to the RCMP station. Directly out of the RCMP station lies the CPR barge wreck. This massive 15-car transfer barge was taken out of service and converted into a floating wharf at the CPR shipyard. Eventually, this barge sank in deep water, but was so long some of the bow protruded above the waterline near shore. The wreck is around 150 feet long by 40 feet wide. Depths can range from 8 feet deep to 55 feet deep on the wreck, and the surrounding site can be over 65 deep, depending on the lake level. An old wheelbarrow rests next to the wreck, along with all sorts of other tools, fittings, and bottles from the early 1900s. On all transfer barges, large timber stop blocks were constructed at the stern end of each set of tracks to stop the rail cars from rolling off in rough weather. While swimming by the stop blocks, I can't help but wonder how many CPR employees would sit on them during lunch break, enjoying the view of the lake in the early 1900s. With most of the decking missing, the corridors of the barge make for interesting swim-throughs. When this barge finally sank, the bow was above the waterline and became a navigational hazard in the arm. The bow was eventually dynamited, and this large piece of decking lies off the side in deeper water. The area around the wreck is littered with historical relics from the shipyard. This old launch was used to put the newly constructed tugs and barges into the lake. On a beautiful day, there's nothing like that view. An old coal burning stove lies next to massive pipes on the bottom. Close by, a boiler stack is another reminder of how much activity there was here in the early 1900s. This steel dory is crushed under pilings that have corroded together over the last 100 years. The entire site here is a swim back in time. As I make my way to the surface, I am already looking forward to my next visit to this exciting and historical area in Kootenay Lake. Thank you for watching.